Covering all things LEGO, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and LEGO cities beyond. It's Breaking News.
What's up there, LEGO fans, and welcome to another exciting episode of Breaking News, where three's a crowd? Hey, what's all
Three's
right?
Company. I used to watch
Three's
that
Company?
show.
Two's a crowd, Three's Company?
Nostalgic News.
I like it.
go,
There you go.
There's
Whoa,
your
hey,
nostalgia
don't
news.
get ahead of me here, guys.
If you know who
All
is
right,
knocking
time
on
out,
your door.
time out. No, we'll get
Who's
to
been
that in
waiting
just a
for
moment
you?
here. Jeez. But hey, if you love LEGO and you remember a time where you were out and then the lights came on outside on the lampposts as a reminder for you to go home, then you're going to really enjoy this episode. Right? Am I right?
Yes,
Absolutely.
that is
Totally?
Yeah.
That was that. We didn't have phones. We didn't have anybody yelling at us. It was like, oh crap, it's getting dark.
Yep.
We got to get home.
And your
or we're gonna
parents
be in
didn't
trouble.
care. That's
Mostly
the other.
didn't
They wanted
care.
you to be gone
You
till the
didn't
lights
come
were
in.
out.
Yeah, you know what? That's true. Like, we got to go home. We're going to be in trouble. Like, you're like, oh, okay, good. I'm glad you're home. Whatever. I'm like, well, geez, I could have been out on my BMX bike doing awesome, sweet jumps. But no, I got to
All
come
3
home.
inches.
All 3 inches. And you know what?
Napoleon Dynamite in my head right
Yes,
now.
man. In my mind, I was like doing that. There was a movie called Rad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
I loved
It was a
Rad.
big deal.
That was my movie. I was like, yes, it's the coolest movie.
I'd never
It's
seen
so
someone
radical.
do a backflip on a bicycle before.
Woo, slow motion.
Wow.
And in my mind, when I was doing those jumps at the park and those dirt parks, in my mind, that's what I looked like. But in reality, I'm glad they didn't really have video phones back then.
No
because-
GoPros.
No GoPros, nothing to record our stupidity.
Speaking of the Napoleon Dynamite, that's probably what you look like.
Yes, yes, and I hit my nads more than once. Yeah. Why did the boys' bikes have the bar so high? You know, but you could not be caught dead on a girl's bike. No. And
No.
even if it was like a
And
black
with the bar,
bike,
you knew
yeah.
which is which.
But if it went down and you were caught on that and your friends saw you, ooh, you couldn't show your face in school the next day.
That's true.
There's no way.
That's true.
Well, Jason, do you want to introduce our guest?
Well, we can do that. Joining us today, we have Alex.
It's good to be here. I'm not on this channel very often, but it's good to be here.
What are you talking about? You are this channel. No, we have Dennis. Is it okay if I use your name?
Absolutely.
I guess maybe I
Yeah,
should.
Dennis
Go
the
for it.
Menace.
I always wonder, like, when people email, do they want me to use their name? Do they want me to use their, their screen
Their
name
username?
or
I'm
whatever?
pretty safe. No, use my channel name.
Use my handle.
Yeah.
XKR2BR. No, I hate that.
Or something bricks.
Yes.
Something bricks, yeah. So true.
That's what they all are, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, you are something bricks.
Yeah,
We
I am.
have
Right.
DL
Yeah, I like
underscore bricks.
Right.
Right. We've featured your city at least twice, I think.
Thank
I
you.
wanna say.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
correct?
It's,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's worthy of it. That's right.
And you are on Instagram, right?
I
That's
am.
where you post
Yep,
a lot of
yep.
the pictures. Do you post a lot on YouTube? Other than we see your comments, but
I have
Okay.
I have a YouTube channel just because of a Google account, but I don't put anything on there.
just comments on awesome videos and ours.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
Yes. We've kind of pressured him into joining. People said they want guests. He said, I don't know if I'm entertaining. I said, well, we're not, so it's okay.
That's right.
So,
That works out.
now you were from Michigan, is that correct?
Currently live in Michigan. I have lived all over the country. My job has moved me around. So I've lived in Los Angeles, Charlotte, Kansas. Grew up in Indiana and Illinois.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we saw the postcard you made,
Yep,
right? That
yep.
was where you grew
Columbus.
Yeah, that
That's
was
right.
cool.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. But currently, now you're in the Upper Peninsula?
it's
The Uper?
I
knew
not,
that.
not
Yes.
Uper.
I know,
Uper,
I know.
yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, so you're a Uper,
I'm a,
currently at least.
correct. And I live actually on the northernmost part of the Upper Peninsula. And so I was telling Alex, I actually live north of 85% of the population of Canada.
Oh, wow.
And it's, 102 here today?
Yeah.
The high back home was 71.
Yeah. Okay. I've been up to Isle Royale National Park.
Okay,
So
yeah.
It's a
So
nice area.
There's 3 ways of getting to Isle Royale.
Mm-hmm.
Houghton, where I live, is one.
Okay.
That's where the Voyager goes from.
Yeah. And we went from Portage
Okay.
in Minnesota.
Yep. That's a shorter distance.
Yeah. So we've bored you with our Travel Channel talk, but
Travel Channel.
And Isle Royale National Park is the most revisited of all the national parks.
Revisited.
It's
Really?
it's
Wow.
the smallest national park
okay.
because it's just a little island out in the middle of Lake Superior, but it is the most revisited. The highest percentage of people who've been there will come back.
Interesting.
What brings them back, I wonder?
It's
probably a lot of
there's
locals, I
no
would
there's
guess.
no permanent residents who live on the island.
Oh, okay.
And so if you want to do some true wilderness outback camping
Yeah.
or kayaking around the island or whatever, that's where you go.
All right.
Yeah, and you can only get there by taking a boat.
Or seaplane.
Well, I guess you could do that.
Wow.
Dude, most people don't take a plane
Seaplane.
out, do they?
We have seaplanes that go daily from home.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we
There
took
you
a
go.
boat. I'm not classy enough for a private jet. Yeah. So, anyways, excited to have you here. You're out here for I think a work conference or something, and
Right. Yep.
reached out and said I'd love to come and see the city.
I was stalking them.
Yeah. We got
Well,
stalked.
Alex is used to that, I think.
I do. I get stalked a lot. And I usually welcome him to my home, too. Like, come on in. Take a look around.
Yeah, he's careful not to dox himself unless you email and say, hey, "Can I come see your city?" Yeah, here's my address.
Yeah, there
So,
you go. Come on in. Come on, come on.
So we'll talk, I guess, quickly about that because that's one of the things you had mentioned, at least, I guess not here, but before to us. You had said that you'd been following Alex's city for a number of years,
Yeah.
and you finally got to go down and see it in person.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
And so I think
was that
Alex had
moment.
a question for you about that.
Yes, well, I was kind of curious about your impressions about, because, I mean, our viewers, we see them online, you know, we see pictures, we see video, but seeing it in person, what was the major difference to you?
Yeah. So, like I said, I think I've probably seen 95% of the videos that feature the city,
That's a lot.
and the city was one of two channels that inspired me to build mine. So I've been following it for a long time, back even before you improved the basement.
Oh, yeah, that is a long time. That's before 2018 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Well, you
and
remember
before,
seeing...
and before the Great Dust Storm.
Yeah, you saw the dust storm. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's at least 2015. That's coming up on a decade, man, probably.
And
Yeah.
I think I built my city around 2015 is when I started.
Oh, wow.
I think
Okay.
that's about right. It was a shelf city before that.
Now, did you build it where you're at now, or was this before you moved?
3 houses ago.
Yeah.
It's moved 3 times.
Okay. Because I always wonder about that
Yeah.
when people have a big city, like Alex has said, I'm never
I'm,
moving.
I can't move.
I
mean...
yeah, it takes a lot of time and a lot of packing peanuts.
Probably a lot of rebuilding, I'm going to guess.
Some of the modules move pretty well,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
all the details get lost and you have to start
Yeah,
over and over.
right.
Minifigs.
But the details are the fun part to rebuild. So
Well, you do very well in the details.
Yeah.
That's what we love, the details, looking at that thing. And
Yeah.
I think I've said this before in my city, like because of the enormity. Is that a word? Enormity?
sure.
Enormousness of it. The details kind of get lost. And when you have a relatively smaller city, and your other yours is small, it's actually a pretty good size.
10 by 10.
But yeah, that's a good size. But when you can really pay attention to the detail, that's awesome. Because I was looking at the picture before we started recording. I was like looking at it again, like, I like that fence. You know, I like these trees, these flowers. You know, so things like that really catch my eye anyway. There you go.
And I do sort of, I mean, that's what I sort of pride myself on, is being able to do that and put some time and energy into it. But your city, to your question, I mean, I feel like I could list almost everything that's in it. And so I feel like I came in pretty well prepared. But as I was standing there right at the corner and looking down towards the airport and the harbor and then looking down towards
Oh yeah, yeah.
the music park,
Right.
it's a little like, oh crap, this is huge. I mean, it was. I was not expecting to feel sort of how the size and scale of it.
Yeah.
And then, as I was saying, because you've created layers of the city,
right.
And in addition, have other cities and your pirate ships down below and things. There's always something to catch your eye, depending on no matter where you're at, looking around.
All right. So it's a good experience.
It's awesome.
Throw another satisfied customer.
Pay your $5 fee. Get a ticket. Come in.
It's going up to $10 next week, so book it fast. Oh man. Oh,
Maybe
goodness.
we can get a deal Bricks code. So
Oh,
we
a
get 10%
Bricks
off.
code. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, check the description for a code to get to see my city. Yeah, there you go. Oh man, terrible. That's awesome.
All right.
Yeah. Well, what are we doing first?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
What are we doing first, guys?
Do you want to do this? Is this what you're
You know what?
holding it up?
I just love these.
We
You
only
know
have
that.
2 paddles today, so we're
I
gonna
know.
have to
We
figure
might
it
have to
out.
share. Yeah. It's gonna be hard. We got to get a 3-way tie. That's gonna be tough.
It's okay.
Maybe we are going to disagree.
Some new video clips, for.
Oh,
you have
the agreement and the
you have
disagree.
Mardi Gras Mans. And then
Those are fun.
They're
I like
good.
that.
I
I
do.
like that.
I've thought
yeah.
about switching them up. I don't know. Let us know. Do you like where we have the
I love the
little
Goran.
video?
I love the
and
Goran swing. Slow motion and Kirk. It's just the best.
Those-
so I think
those
I
are
want
the Easter eggs I throw in
I'm
for
gonna
you.
purposely disagree just so I can see that clip. As much as I love Mardi Gras Man 2-3s, yay! That one's fun. But no, we got to talk about news because this is
We
of
wanna do
course
news?
breaking
All right,
news.
we can talk about
right?
news,
We got to
so-
do that. So Well, the new sets. We got to talk about new
We've got
sets.
some things that just unveiled, I think, just in the last couple days,
That's right. We sure did.
at least as of the recording.
As of the recording, yeah. It was
Maybe
actually, was it yesterday?
It's been probably over a week now, but so yeah, there's the Fortnite sets. What is there?
Four sets.
Yeah.
And
Only one has minifigs, which is
only one has
interesting.
minifigs.
But-
What's up
And
with
it's like
that?
all of them.
But a ton
Oh
of
yeah,
things.
all of
the
them.
craziest thing.
And I thought like this, what the heck is up with that? So they have your small set, which is like $15. And you know what's funny? So I
That's
was
the,
like,
the little hamburger man.
the little
thing?
hamburger,
Like a buildable
burger.
hamburger.
I don't know,
I-
burger. I don't know.
I don't know anything about Fortnite.
Yeah, it's I know it's a very small amount, but my boys have both played it, mostly Josh. And so I was excited to see, like, are they going to be into this? So I called Jimmy over because I had the land's pictures of it ready to do it. I didn't post any. I was like, these are cool, but I didn't share it with my community. Sorry, I just didn't. I'm just lazy. Beyond the Brick covered it, I'm sure. Do that.
No, those agree. You
Have,
both said thumbs down.
have the Gorn making contact. I lost my train of thought. So I have him come over and I have the 4 pictures ready to go. It's like, hey Jimmy, check these out. And I showed him the hamburger. He's like, I have no idea what the heck that is. I was like, oh
really?
okay.
Okay.
So
It's
then
a
I went
hamburger. I knew
went
that.
on to the then I showed him the llama. He's like, well, he knows what the llama is, but he's like, cool. And I was like, oh okay. Guess what? He was
That
the
was
most
like a good deal though, as far as price.
Did he like the peely bone or whatever it is?
Peely bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought that was the coolest because it was the most interesting set.
Yeah.
But it's a display set.
Yeah.
Now, if he were to get Peely bone, do you know what he would do to that thing? He
Peel?
would dissect it, peel it
He would
like
peel the
crazy. That
bones.
thing is not going to stay together for very long. I think he just likes the aesthetics of it. It's like, that's really cool. It's different. It's interesting. I was like, well, and how much was it? Was that $100? I think it was
I don't
$100.
recall. I didn't
Like
look at
the
that.
hamburger. I want to say McDonald's hamburger. Remember the hamburger? There's some
Bravo,
nostalgia.
nostalgic
news.
news
Do you
right
remember
there.
being
Bravo,
in
bravo.
jail in the little like play place
Oh,
with the
yeah,
hamburger? Like mercy. You had the whole crowd, and you had that purple. What's that? big-
Grimace.
Grimace.
Yes.
Grimace.
Yeah, and their hamburger.
Mayor
and you had ramen
McCheese?
noodles. Mayor
Who
McCheese.
was
Yes.
I don't remember.
Oh my
The guy with
goodness.
like the cheeseburger head.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, it was freaky, man. But you know, we loved it. We sure loved it. We go out, we eat our hamburger as fast as we could, and we go on the things that spin us around and throw up our lunch. It was just the best. Irregardless, let me get back on track here. Peely bone, but yeah, the most expensive. It's $100. The bus is.
Bus is
It was
yeah.
8 minifigs, eight or 9 minifigs in it.
Was it
Something
that
like
many?
that.
I know it was a bunch. I don't recall. I mean,
bunch.
we could look, but
I can't believe it. I was like,
I
yeah,
don't
it was
care
just very
enough to look.
strange that was the one that had minifigs, and none of them did.
And
but
the
whatever.
minifigs, they look like they had pretty high quality. A lot of
They
detail.
did look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did good.
a lot of
Yeah, it looks
molded
good.
parts
Yeah.
that you've not had
Yeah.
before.
For sure.
And that bus
But-
looked good too.
It does look okay, yes, as a bus. And it's interesting because I had someone reach out to me saying, so Alex, you have a school, where's your school bus? I was like, are we talking about like the traditional yellow school bus? That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I guess so. But has there been, I think the only yellow school bus in Lego form as far as a set goes, I think was one of the Lego movie sets. Was there a Lego movie set that had one? There could be, I don't know. I never looked it up.
I don't know.
But
Yeah.
irregardless,
I
I'm
haven't thought about
pro.
There was a yellow city bus, yellow and green city bus, but it was a city
Yeah,
bus.
it's a
Yeah.
city
Yeah,
bus.
yeah.
Yeah. So I guess they just use public transportation for now. All right. I'll
They
think
walk uphill
about.
to school.
They
both
walk
ways.
both ways in the snow.
That's right.
There's more nostalgia for you, man.
That's their.
But it was
parents.
our parents that did that. Yeah. Anyway, you gonna get him?
No.
Yeah. Well,
You're gonna get him?
My kids like Fortnite, but they expressed no. After that, I mean, Jimmy showed some interest in Peely Bone, but it didn't seem like it was enough to be like, oh yeah, let's get these for
All
you.
right. What about you? You're gonna get it?
No. I'm
Well,
like you guys. I'm trying to say no more.
you got to
Yeah.
space,
Yeah.
space. Hold on, let me get this out of the
I
way.
gotta see this in person.
Space. There you go, man.
All your dreams have been
I know,
fulfilled.
right? This is amazing. You're getting your $5 worth out of this, right?
I've leveled up.
Man, what was I? Oh, I was
You were saying
something-
space.
space. Spock, we need more space for our set. I can't remember what I was going to say now.
Well, that's
something
the thing
about
I
the
wonder
Fortnite.
about
Oh
these.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Like, is it that they've come out too late? Like, had they come
Well,
out when 'cause
yeah,
Fortnite was a bigger
like-
deal a few years ago, right? Would it have
Yeah.
been a bitter, or is it that we're adults and we just that's not our thing?
and you remember that big package they sent me? That had
yeah, you had
Fortnite
that,
on
you
it,
had the
and it
little-
had the little llama.
Yeah.
I was expecting to see a Fortnite set in there. They gave us a Dreams set. Okay, it's in the game. That's great. It's a dream set. Months. And did you see the release date?
I didn't.
August. No.
October?
October 1st.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
like with the Smurf, man. It's so long. So, I mean, let's say your kids are excited about it.
Maybe
Okay.
for Christmas though, getting it close to.
Guess so. That's what you're going to do. Wait for Christmas. October.
And did you guys? I mean, I didn't buy any of them, but I thought they looked great. What was it, Overwatch? Was that the name of the theme? The video
Oh, yeah.
game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Those-
Overwatch sets. I think
those
those
are-
did well. Yeah.
Those are cool sets.
Yeah. I liked them for the minifigures because I thought it'd be kind of cool to have these video game characters that are so. I never played it, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, it doesn't seem worth it to spend that kind of money just for the figs.
I would go to Target, pick up a box, look at it, put it in the cart.
Oh,
and
would you?
put it back.
Oh,
in.
no kidding.
And
Oh,
never ended
man.
up buying them because.
And now do you regret it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Don't
I'm
regret
actually
it.
happy that
Okay.
I didn't get.
Because that's the thing I always think about with my collection. I'm like, oh, what are the things I wish I had bought that I, like that I'd picked up, I looked at, and I didn't get.
Well,
But then I look, there's so many things that I've bought, and I'm like, why did I buy this?
There's only one that I can say that's the case.
That you don't know why you bought it?
No, why I wish I would have bought it.
Okay.
oh,
And I've nearly bought it many times, but never did. And it's Market Street. So I have all the modulars, several of them I have multiples of, but I don't have Market Street.
so I'm going to make you very happy by saying this. Market Street
What's the
is
reason I-
not
that's the
an
reason I didn't get
official
it.
modular.
Oh,
It's
you're
not
getting
an
into
official
it.
modular. I have disowned it. Alex has spoken.
Well, wait a second.
Lego Factory, is that
Isn't
what
that
it's
the
called?
only
Yes.
one you don't have?
Oh, you don't have it either.
He used to have it.
I used to
and
have
he sold
it.
it.
Okay.
I sold it for quite a lot of money, and it's worth even more now. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah.
And that's why I knew when I sold it, I would never get it back. It's like, this is a one-way street out of my house. I'm never going to see it again. But you know what? It was always my least favorite.
Me too.
I
That's-
didn't really
that's the
care
reason I
for
didn't
it.
buy it.
It was just, it was all about having that completionism. Another made-up word by Alex today. But I will say that because it was a fan-made design, it wasn't like, and it came out in 2007, the same year
Yep.
as Cafe Corner. So it didn't really match that timeline. It didn't match the continuity of what a modular is. So that's why I
Well,
say it is not a modular.
To be fair, we didn't even really know what a modular was then, because there was
Yeah.
only one. There was Cafe Corner.
Well, and
That's
neither
true,
did
yeah.
Lego, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because I think Jamie Berard, he was the designer
Yep.
of
Yeah.
Cafe Corner. I
Yeah.
think one of the things he's come out and said is he didn't realize all the sidewalks would now be the dark gray instead of the
yeah.
light gray,
Right.
and now they are.
Now they are, yeah.
You know, except for my city, I've changed them all because I think it's garbage.
There's only one that I've changed, and that's the corner garage, just so it would match, because it has a street that comes in.
Yeah. the-
So I had to reverse it.
Yeah.
So flip it and reverse. What's that song? Work it, put your thing down, flip it and reverse it. Remember that? Who sings that? Some like chick that was big in the 90s, or maybe the 2000s. Help me out. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Work it, put your thing down, flip it and reverse it. Never mind. Let's move on.
Okay. Well, all right.
Let's get back on track.
So let's see, we
Fortnite
have-
sets.
Oh.
Do you like them? Are you going to get them? Let us know in the comment section below.
I'm gonna guess it's an overwhelming probably no. That's just my
Our audience, that's a no.
I would
Yeah,
think
unless
so.
your kids are going crazy for it. But yeah, I wanted to be excited about it, and there was a lot. Like whenever there's something announced in the land, because we get it just the day before. That's when the press release is sent
Well,
to
you
us.
come to me, I could tell you.
Well, I know, but that's when we get the official packaging with the high definition images and video that we get to share, right? And because that's what they're doing to us, because we're their free advertising.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of people like, this is amazing, this is lovely. There is very rarely any negative comments in there, right? Like these are, but there was a comment like, it's about time. We've been waiting for like 4 years for these things, you know, something like that. I was like, yeah. And I was like, am I excited about these? No. Am I going to share these with my community? No. So I'm lazy in that regard. So sorry, guys.
I mean, what's it gonna give you if you posted the same pictures everyone had seen?
1,000 videos or 1,000 views at most, probably.
Oh, okay.
If
I
I
thought you-
did,
I thought you were saying you were gonna make a post
when
with
I
the
was,
pictures, not a
but
video.
that's what I've done lately, and that's easier. But when
Well, you don't
when
get
I was
anything out
when
of
I
that.
was relatively new to the land, I mean, I still am, right? But when I would get those press releases, like for an example is the that Chevrolet Icons car. What is that? The SS something? It's like a Camaro,
Camaro, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So
And you have
that was
different racing stripes. You can put on it.
yeah, exactly. So I was excited about that, and I did a video about it, just with the images, and talked about it, and it did okay, but I was like, man, that's a lot of effort just to kind of share my thoughts on something, and I never bought it. You know, I never even got it.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's, as time has gone on and those press releases come my way, I'm more just like, if I'm gonna do it, like if I do a video about it, then I gotta be super excited about it. But even then,
See, I'll give you a tip.
Give me a tip.
You need to go with the Jabo and my method. You got 5 minutes to shoot a video. Whatever comes out of your face is what it is. The end.
you know what? You're not wrong.
Put in a couple pictures. I mean, that's like the effort part. At least for me. Jabo doesn't even put pictures in, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again,
My-
we can see the subscriber count, so maybe there is
My
a
motivation.
reason.
Well, I don't know. My motivation's down, I guess. I don't know, because maybe it's because of the phase of life I'm in with kids. You know, like I'm always tired. I'm like, oh, I always think about like, okay, this is gonna be a lot of work. Like I enjoy building sets.
Is that the
but,
phase
like,
of life with kids, or just the phase of
it's
life with being
the
old?
phase of life with both. All right, it's a double whammy right now, you guys. Oh man.
All right, well, let's go to some more news.
Moving right
topics.
along.
We've got Noon's News at Noon.
News at noon, right here.
The D&D CMFs, we saw those leaked.
I saw those leaked. Yeah.
What do you think? You gonna pick them up?
Oh,
Put
man,
them in
I'm
your medieval
I'm
area?
gonna collect all of those. Let me tell you. No, I mean I don't play D&D. Nothing against it. It looks like it's a fun thing to do to play, whether it's digitally or with the board. But I'll probably happily pass with this one.
So I will tell you this:
Oh.
they are gonna lean heavily into D&D at Brick Slopes. They just talked about that at ULUG. They're having a D&D tournament, I guess, is
Oh,
what
wow.
they said. And
Using
they're
the-
having the designer, the lead designer come over
Well, that's cool.
because of this. Like,
All right.
I don't know.
Well, we've seen a impressive mock a couple years ago. This dude, it was like he bought a lot of the
Oh, that was just a few
medieval
months
blacksmith.
ago. Are you talking about the one
no,
that's
no.
in the community commentary and he redoes the... Remember, we have someone that they redo the map every month for their campaigns?
No, this is a different guy.
Oh, this is a different
Yeah,
guy.
he was
Okay.
at the show. But at least 2 years ago, maybe 3. I don't remember.
Then I-
But he had. Gosh, were we friends then?
Are we friends now?
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. No, maybe that was before.
Friendly.
Before we knew each other. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the timeline here.
Last year was
But
the
he
first
had-
year you and I interacted at Brick Slopes, so...
Last year was okay. So then it was 2 years
Because
ago.
they
at
had the Lord of the
least.
Rings map last
But
year,
dude,
but I don't remember
this dude had, and it was modular, and it was multi-layered, and he bought a bunch of the medieval blacksmith sets, and he modified it in such a way that he had dungeons and dragons.
Wow.
I know, right? But I was just so impressed because it was like at least, I think it was an 8. I think in terms of base plates, like 8x3, maybe even 8x4. So it was a pretty
Wow.
sizable
Wow, okay.
layout that he had. I might be exaggerating, maybe it wasn't that big, but I remember being very impressed with it. But it was D&D, right? And that's what he built it for.
Yeah.
But I don't know, when you said that, that's what immediately came to my mind. So
Okay.
anyway, moving right along.
Well, all
Well,
right.
so there's going to be an emphasis on D&D, is what you're trying to
At
say.
Brixel.
some level, at least. I don't know. We'll see.
Too bad you weren't here for another like a month later. You gonna be back in
You
Utah
can come
next month?
back.
Yeah.
Check with the wife.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
That
I
sounds
hear
like
that.
a no. Okay.
Yeah, that's what. You know what? But that's also a bailout. Like you're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
are
absolutely.
you available to do this responsibility thing? Like, oh, I gotta check with the wife. I'm not sure. Whew. Got out of that one.
Mindy, if they ask you,
wife said
the answer
no.
was no.
Wife said we had a thing.
All right. Well, sticking with the D&D theme,
Yeah.
they just announced that they're coming out with the original gift with purchase. It's like the little, I don't know, treasure chest with the mouth. I don't know.
Right.
It has a name.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It
Yeah.
holds your die.
They're bringing it back,
They're bringing it back.
but as a gift with purchase again.
Yes, because it was, when it first kicked off, it was available if you bought that
Yeah.
set.
The big D&D
You got
set.
that.
Yeah.
And then it was gone, I don't know, 2 days, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Well, they're bringing it back. And there's people online that are mad because they've bought it since and they didn't get the gift with purchase.
But that's not the first time Lego's done that, right? I mean, they've done that with gifts with purchase a few times.
I don't know. Lego has
Wait,
problems with people
think-
getting their gifts with purchase. I didn't know. This is
know,
news
right?
to me.
This is breaking news right here, ladies and gentlemen. But wait, hold on. What's it going to be attached to?
You have to buy the set, the original, you know,
The
one with
D&D set?
the D&D set with the big red dragon. Yeah.
To get that specific gift with purchase.
So it's basically they're just bringing back the same thing. I don't know
The
if
same
it's
deal,
the
huh?
demand or whatever it is, but
That's interesting.
pretty
Hey,
crazy.
Jimmy, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
How you doing, man? You coming to say hi?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, this is my friend Dennis. He's coming to visit us.
Shake my hand. Hey, Jimmy.
What's up?
Sup?
I've seen you on YouTube many times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're pretty famous that way.
You're a pretty
huh?
big deal.
It's a pretty big deal.
big deal.
Yeah. So what you
Mind
guys
your
do?
seat?
You want to say anything?
What do you think
You
about
got-
the Fortnite sets? Do you like them, or are they?
Yeah.
Are they meh?
Wait, remember I showed you the Fortnite sets?
Like the bus and the hamburger thing and.
Hamburger.
Oh, okay.
Okay, remember where that came from. You didn't recognize the hamburger thing, right?
Yeah, I didn't
But
recognize that.
you recognized the llama,
the peely bone.
the peely bone. You were more interested in that than any other sets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Why did you like the peely bone so much? Was it just because it was a little different? Because it had the insides, the bones,
Yeah.
and the intestines in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think
You
if
should tell
got
them
that,
it was appealing.
if you got that set, do you think you'd be able to not like take it apart again? Do you think you'd be able to leave it as a display, or would you not be able to help yourself and want to take it apart?
Or would it even get put together? Would it
good
make
call.
it all the way through building?
What do you think? It's a tough question, I know.
Well, if you do somehow get it and you want to give it, and you want to you don't want it, you can give it to me.
Oh, okay. You'll take it off my hands.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great
Take it.
guy,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh,
All right.
We don't want
I
to
can
burden
take
you. Wow.
All right, Jimmy. That's awesome, buddy. Well, cool. Was there anything you wanted to say while you're here? Just saying hi.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
All right. Do you have any Lego news from you?
Not much.
Not much? Okay.
Not really anything.
All right. You recently had a birthday, so happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah. The big 12. It was your golden birthday. Yeah. Because you turned 12 on the 12th. Right? So that means it's a
Yeah.
golden birthday. Gotcha. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for dropping by.
See ya.
See you later, buddy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Take
Checking
care.
all kinds of things off my list today.
Yeah, right.
It's great.
Man. Awesome stuff.
Well, there you go, Alex. You're on his list.
Yes.
So I don't know. I mean, I guess that was the thing about the D&D that I thought was most interesting. If you go and look at the reviews, all of a sudden it's got a lot of 1 stars, and people are complaining about that.
So are they review
like-
bombing it because of that?
Well, they said I've called in, and they said no, you're not going to get it. There's no way. So and I understand that, but
Yeah. All right.
I guess that's why you wait for sales and discounts and deals.
it pays to be patient at times.
Not always.
It usually doesn't. What are we talking about? Let's be real. We've been around a while. We just know.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Let's see. Oh, the other thing I noticed this week that I thought was kind of interesting. So, Costco, for people that are members of Costco, they sell Lego. And you can
They sure
get a
do.
pretty good deal.
Yeah.
It's funny,
apparently,
the
and early
in-store-
deals.
Early, right? You can get
This guy over
big
here.
stars. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's funny because the online price is not the same as the in-store price. So like the yellow truck, the
Yeah.
delivery truck, or
Sure.
whatever it's called. I got it for $75 in store.
In store, yeah.
And it's online for $85. So it's still better. I mean, it's still 15% off. But
It's not bad.
I don't know.
Is in store usually cheaper than online?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially when they clear them out. Then it's
No, yeah,
that's the
okay.
real time.
Got it.
But it's interesting because they're doing bundles. So like they had the museum modular, and it was $300, which is retail, I think, right? But if you buy it, you get not only the museum modular, but you also got the architecture New York skyline with it.
For,
So
I
both
got
of
just
those
for
for $300.
Oh, okay. So it's not a buy this, you get this free. It's a bundle.
It was just the bundle. Yeah, so there was that one. There was a couple others. They had like some of the smaller botanicals, like the daffodils and the tulips, the ones that are like $15 a piece.
Yeah.
It was like 5 of those, and there was something else in there. Oh, the creator with it was like the water can with planter.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So it was that one, which I think is about a $20 set.
29. I was at the Lego store.
Oh,
right
okay.
here, yeah.
Okay, so it's all of those, and it's like $75 or something like that. So
Okay.
it's kind of interesting that they're trying different things to kind of move some product, I guess.
I guess so. I didn't think they had the need to move product. that
Well,
quick, but
That brings us to your favorite segment. Should we do one of these? Because I have a statement about that.
well, if you like bundling your auto insurance, then come on down to Costco and bundle your Lego purchase.
Well, I think you can buy auto insurance at Costco, but that's a different
Wow.
podcast. All right, so the statement.
What is it? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, get your.
Okay,
I'll
ready?
let Dennis do it.
Wow, thank
Let's
you.
do this thing. Yeah, I know this is exciting.
So the
stuff.
statement is Lego is getting desperate to keep hitting sales targets.
Lego's getting desperate.
You gotta wait
To
see
hit
this
sales
button
tar-
first. You gotta
he's
wait till
like-
he's ready.
Desperate.
Sneak peek. Okay.
Desperate to hit sales targets? Lego? The Lego group? Gosh, jeez, what do I think about that? You know what?
Are we ready?
I don't know, man.
You just gotta pick, man.
I
This
just
is-
gotta. Well, I
You don't
want
wanna
to
sit here for an hour.
Well, I
watching
don't
go,
want to
"Ooh,
just be
ooh,
like,
ooh."
oh, do it, and then I gotta feel like I gotta explain myself, man. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
all. Okay, hold on. They're desperate to meet their. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, we agree.
We both agree.
Yay!
But
Oh.
to their credit, I mean, they've had just amazingly impressive sales over the last decade.
Well, and I think the pandemic kind of screwed them up, right? I mean,
There was an inflection point. Right?
there was
Yeah.
an unnatural spike in sales. And of course, with business, it's always we got to keep it going. That's always the way it works. And so, I mean, I'm not saying that it's not expected, but is it unrealistic? Because how many people got into Lego for a little while and now are not? And that's why I think you're seeing things like the bundles, and you're seeing.
But that's independent of Lego. Isn't that a Costco thing?
Well, but I would imagine Lego's probably pushing, giving them a break if you sell so much, product and that kind of stuff.
And Costco was probably feeling the same thing, right? I mean, they were making a lot of money selling Lego.
Sure,
and
sure,
And
yeah.
think about this. How long did we go without any real Lego sales? I mean, at the Lego store. And now you look at some of the things you're
That's
seeing,
true,
40% off. And
I got,
Yeah, the
I
deals do
got
hit.
Everyone is Awesome today for 30% off.
Yeah. Well, that's still around?
Yeah.
I thought that we were retired.
I bought that set. And
Well,
built
that
it.
is awesome.
Did you watch my review on it?
I have. You gave the monochromatic minifigs to. Did
Yes.
You? Yeah.
It was probably the most boring. I'm sorry, I shouldn't tell you that, but it was the most boring build I've ever done. It was like,
I didn't buy it for the build. I bought it. I like the presence
Hence,
of
Okay.
30%.
okay.
No, that's true. And that's what people are catching on, is that, well, I'm just going to wait for
Yeah.
a discount. In fact, a review that should be out by the time we do this video on the G500. Like, I think I recommended, because it's $250, and I'm like, that is expensive for what you get. Now, it's a cool vehicle, but I recommended that they, give it some time. This is a good candidate to wait to see if it goes 20%. Or even or spend your insider points or double VIP, but don't pay full price.
Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of feel that way, especially if it's not a Lego exclusive set. I would tell people, you know what, wait, because
Yeah.
you're going to get a deal at Target or Walmart or whatever. Any set that's, for example, a $20 set, I know you're going to be able to get it for $16.
What came to my mind and what made me say, yeah, they are, was just the sudden change in the release date of the last modular being December 1st.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that
a
was
big
a
shift.
clear indicator to me that they are really trying something here to change that. But also, generally speaking, they're not a charity. They have to make money.
Absolutely.
Right? They got to turn and burn. So that being the case, then there is some pressure. And yeah, the pandemic, we're still fresh on the heels on that, But the thing is that inflation hurt us in our ability to buy it. And every time there's a new Lego set out, like especially the supercar, that McLaren, this is the first one I got from the land, and I paid full price for those before. I don't know that I could do $450 for that McLaren now. I mean, that is a lot, and I love them. I'd probably get it eventually, but I'd have to save up some points to buy that. But in the comments, like usually Beyond the Brick has, they're really on the ball with announcements, right?
Yep.
And they get some good comments, and I swear 90% of them are like, who's buying these with this ridiculous price, But I don't know. People are obviously still buying Lego. They still seem to be flying off the shelves in some regard. Not like the pandemic levels,
Yeah.
but it just seems like Well, and you know what? Was it last week we were talking about Star Wars and we were disagreeing?
It was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I guess
We can talk about that, too.
And yeah, maybe we'll go to the comments, I guess. But I had to
Well,
apparently I have to switch my position.
No, you don't. I don't.
But you know what?
That's never the point of agree to disagree.
Well, sure, but
you can have your opinion.
what I have
To disagree.
It's just wrong.
it's just deal with it. But no, it's interesting stuff. Time will tell with how things go with in the long run. But
we'll ask Dennis. He was at the Lego store just a little while ago.
Oh, yeah.
People buying stuff.
Yeah.
well, that's
the thing that blows me away.
There. It's bonkers there.
Yeah.
And you kind of get a sense of people who are in the hobby or people who are just shopping.
Yes.
And, and there was 2 or 3 of us who were in the hobby,
Mm-hmm.
but everyone else was just like, here, take my money.
Mm-hmm.
And to Lego's credit, they are investing a lot into creating lots of different lines and different types of products and trying to bring in a lot more people. Like talking about the sets, the Fortnite sets today, right?
Yeah.
We're not the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well said.
And this statement wasn't meant to be a negative. Like, being desperate to hit sales targets is not. I mean, that's just business. But it's just we're seeing them do
personal.
things they haven't done.
It's just business. Yes. All right. We're doing a poll.
All right, we can do the poll.
do the poll.
Kind of touched on this. So the one from 2 weeks ago was, who do you think Star Wars? And this was a topic we weren't even prepared to talk about. It just came up organically, and then the poll came out.
Organic.
So, who do you think the Star Wars theme is focused more towards? And the options were, it's geared more towards an 18-plus audience, or it's focused more on children under 18 years old. We have 124 votes.
Okay.
And out of that,
one-sided.
it is very heavily to one side.
So
you voted that it was for kids.
Yeah, obviously
I said it's for
be,
adults.
Yeah.
I said kids.
Oh,
You said kids?
I said kids.
Okay. 82% said it was for adults.
82%.
82%.
Okay.
And we
All
have
right.
16
Well,
comments.
Let's hear the comments telling me that I'm wrong.
No, a lot of them do agree with you, if I
okay.
remember correctly. So, let's see.
Well, I want to hear Dennis's reasoning too.
Well, did you comment on it?
I don't know if I did or not.
Let me.
I
You
did.
did.
Look,
Here,
here,
would you like to read your comments?
Let's read. Hey, look at this. You can read your own comment. Here.
I think there might be some sampling bias going on here.
Yes.
I mean, people see into things, their own experience.
Well, and I don't think it's a clear everything is an adult or everything is a kid.
Well, sure.
Right?
Sure.
I mean, a 4+ set is not made for adults. But they're only making 1 or 2 of those a year, right?
Yeah.
They're also making a couple of UCS sets a year. And what are they selling more of? Probably UCS sets.
Yeah.
Well, and I think, to me, the premise that all Star Wars is one series is sort of faulty. The UCS are clearly designed for adults.
Yep, I agree with that, 100%.
And then all the sets that I buy for my son, which I buy for my son, right? I mean, use him as an excuse to buy them.
Sure, yeah. we know.
But those are, for the under 18 crowd. And I think it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here are some of the comments. Charlie Wallace says, kids can't afford the price of the sets these days, so obviously it's geared toward adults.
Well,
and
okay,
you'll see that that's
do
kind of
kids-
the theme that we're going to hear a lot.
Yeah.
Because I do think, and I hear this even from people in the Star Wars Lego community, like they talk about the value. Like you'll get a Harry Potter set that's $100 and you get, 10 minifigs. You get a Star Wars one and you get 4 minifigs. And they're like, it's just not equal. So, Playa J says money.
Money.
MXES, Mexes, I don't know. It's clearly 4+.
Clearly.
The next one's funny.
Chef Eddie, all Lego is for adults. No child can afford Legos.
You're not wrong.
Plural.
I know.
That's right.
So that was Jabo's rant today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Mayo Hosco, a 5-year-old kid will never enjoy the UCS sets. Sure
Maybe.
They will enjoy it from afar.
Yes.
The other guy,
Jeez.
it's hard to say because adults can build sets made for kids, but kids can't build UCS sets. Well, and some adults can't build UCS. Which one was you?
Oh, the Razor Crest. I was struggling with that
I
one,
know.
guys. Hey, I was doing a live stream. I was under a
You
lot
did
of
live
pressure.
stream. It was like
Right,
an
I
hour.
was like,
You're
oh.
trying to get that door on.
I was tired.
That
all
was
right.
funny.
Long
Neil
day.
Rustling says the sets are for kids mostly. The price though are certainly all adult.
I see
Well,
a theme.
Yeah, exactly. You're
Yeah.
going to see that cut as we continue.
Yeah.
Rich
King
kids.
Kimmin, Rich Kids. Moments of the Magic. It's technically geared for all ages since they have sets that range from 4 plus to 18 plus. Yes, that is true. But what way does it skew, I guess, is kind of the
Yeah.
question. We have yours. You read. Let's see. Old Man and the Bricks, 77. Wait, 77's old? We're old.
No.
77 is not old.
I'm assuming
it's
that's
not.
the year
Come
we're
on.
talking about. I think a better balance needs to be struck. Sustainable product lines succeed by grabbing consumers early, then evolving with them as they grow.
Yes.
Right now, there is not enough younger kids in the theme,
Yeah.
both from a play and affordability perspective. And I wonder, though, is it that the Star Wars sets are not for kids, or the Star Wars content is not for kids? Right? Are young kids into Star Wars? Like, when I was a kid, like, that was it. It was Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, I had Kenner figures, and Lego was secondary for me when I was young.
Yeah, for me it was G.I. Joe.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, my son is 14 and watched all the cartoons. You know, knows details about
You mean like the Clone Wars? Is that what you
Clone
mean by the
Wars,
cartoons?
Rebels,
Okay.
all those
Yeah,
cartoons.
right.
And,
These are Star Wars content.
yeah.
He doesn't know.
And so he collects clone troopers
Okay.
because of that.
Okay. Well, see, and that's kind of a lot of my thinking when I brought this up is a lot of the people that were into clones, you know, when the Clone Wars came out and that kind of stuff, are now in their 20s. So you're talking about adults,
Yeah.
and you know,
It's true, too.
It's
Yeah.
not
Those-
it's not
those are-
someone
those are
Jimmy's.
kids.
Well, that's exactly they're grown kids,
Yes.
but it's not Jimmy's.
Good point.
Go out and Google Star Wars Clone Army, right? You're not going to see people that are Jimmy's age. You're going to
Right.
see people
No.
that are 20s, 30.
Now, the kids that collect Lego did what they did to the collection that I got.
They have no
Ripped them to
arms,
shreds.
no hands.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Even in the minifig building thing, I forget what they call it when you build the
Oh,
three
the
minifigs.
buildable minifig. Yeah.
I mean, arms are ripped off, hands are ripped off.
One of the Lego stores I went to, I don't remember if it was Denver or in Minneapolis. They had a cup of arms on the side,
Yes.
like you need an
That's
arm. yeah.
awful. Man.
What is it? Give a hand, take a hand.
Stick-
Delson says,
Hey, Delson.
I really think it's both. I think it's an even split because 1/3 of the sets are 18 plus and many are still quite expensive at $140.
Yeah.
Pasta Jensen, I would say both as it seems to be evenly split between play and display sets. And that's the other thing
Yeah.
I've thought about. If you look at how it's evolved over the last, especially 5 years, like you didn't really have diorama sets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you didn't have, I mean, you had UCS sets, but you didn't have the really big ones. Like the Millennium Falcon was it. And now you're getting more of those, right?
Yep.
You're getting the MIDI scale. Those aren't play. Those are display. Those are
display,
someone
yeah.
to have on their desk at work kind of thing, right? So,
You know, and when I read that comment earlier, and I was thinking, and I originally like, oh yeah, he's right. But then my son gets the helmets,
Oh, yeah.
especially the
Yeah.
the troopers and the clones, and so he likes those display sets, and I wouldn't have ever thought that.
yeah. But I'll say this. So, your son, you said he's what, 14?
14.
So he's kind of transitioning,
He's
right? He's
transitioning,
in
yeah.
that where he's probably trying to figure out, am I adult or a kid, right?
Yeah.
And that's probably part of that, I would say.
Occasionally he'll take the minifigs and move them around, right?
Yeah.
Play, and then occasionally he just wants stuff on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
a
a
couple
fun
others.
phase.
Yeah. All kid phases are fun.
You
phases.
sure are. I sure miss it, man. Good times.
Ron Valance, the classic Star Wars sets were the best and most affordable. It seems Lego are more focused on the adult collector now.
Can I jump in here on this one?
That one or the next one?
Well, right here on this one.
Okay.
So, my Lego journey, I had a dark phase about my son's age, and it wasn't until I was in grad school, and it was my now wife, the first Christmas we were together, she bought me the Lego Snowspeeder right when it came out.
Really?
So that was 99.
Okay.
And then after I graduated right after that, I got my first real job.
So this was the play set, not...
Yeah,
Okay.
the smaller
Snowspeeder
one,
play
yeah.
set in
The first
99,
one, okay.
Yeah.
All the Lego Star Wars sets came out in 99, if I'm
Yep.
not mistaken.
Yep.
And so then I collected almost all. I didn't have the original Sandcrawler because I thought it was ugly, but I had
Mm-hmm.
almost all of the original Star Wars sets.
Oh wow.
Dang.
And for through like 2003, 2004, and a couple of them I had multiple X-wings and multiple
Oh
TIE
yeah.
fighters and things.
Yeah.
But we lived in a small apartment in Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were moving across the country
Uh-oh.
in 06.
Okay.
And I had all this, my side thing is cycling. My misspent youth was racing bikes. And so I started selling all my old bike gear on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, on eBay. I first
eBay, yeah.
discovered eBay
Uh-huh.
the first time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I go overboard and sold all of that Star Wars sets. I sold every
wow.
last brick I owned
No kidding.
in 2006.
You did a complete reset
And so and then
on Lego.
in 07 when my wife bought me a birthday gift,
Yeah.
which was a Lego train a fire station that I still have displayed
Okay.
in the Lego bathroom. People get freaked out when I take them into the Lego bathroom.
Lego bathroom.
So then shortly thereafter they came out with Cafe Corner.
Oh
and,
yeah.
and then I was back into it. So my second dark phase was only about a year.
It's a short-lived.
It's
Yeah,
not
short
too
lived.
bad, yeah.
But whenever vintage Star Wars Legos come through, I cringe
yeah. Yeah.
because they
You
were
just go,
they were
"Ah."
so. I mean,
So
it was such a change.
did you have Cloud City?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then
Good.
then you don't have to
That's a
cry.
good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Too
yeah,
bad.
Yes, I did, and I sold it for $50.
Can you imagine? Oh.
You know that had to have happened.
It had to have happened.
Someone's
somewhere.
taken one to
Just-
Bricks and Minifigs,
there you
and
go.
we'll give you $25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cloud City's one that I had picked up many times and looked at it because
Yeah.
neat little diorama. But I was
Sure.
like, yeah, I think I'll go buy a couple more X-wings.
Let's see, two more. Beans Bricks. Definitely for adults 18 plus. The first Star Wars set in the late 90s are most people who'd watch it were grown up by then. And then the prequel sets, maybe for kids. Now I think there's a good mixture for kids from the UCS to the 4 plus.
Yeah, great comments, guys. I think, so you mentioned 1999. So they've been doing this for 25 years, right? I mean, that's, I guess, a couple of generations, if you think about it, right? That they're cycling through at this point.
Yeah.
So, like we talked about the churn and burn earlier in the episode about just keep that profit machine moving. And I think that Lego's approach has got to be a balance between the adults and getting kids into the hobby.
Yeah.
Specifically
Right,
Star Wars, right? Trying to feed off of whatever content is out there, be it movie or TV show. Is there anything in there that is kid related that we can sell? Right? I think that's kind of where I'm coming off of with my approach of like, yeah, it's for kids, because if it's all adults, we're all going to die off and there's no one else to buy it.
Well, I think that's where they keep trying these, Dreams and Ninjago and that kind of stuff, and they'll just milk us old people for Star Wars till we're dead.
You know what? They have milked the heck out of me. But I still keep producing a little bit. Even in the land, they still drain me.
Yeah, very little.
So you made me very demoralized.
Oh,
because
shoot.
I just celebrated a milestone birthday. I turned 50.
Oh, congratulations!
And
Wow,
so-
right.
But I was 25 when I was buying those Star Wars sets. Like 25,
Oh, shoot,
half my
that's
life
right.
ago.
Woo!
Yeah.
Halfway. Dang.
That's why we tune into Alex for the uplifting.
That's right. I'm here for you
feelings and
guys. Making you feel great about your life. Ah!
The last comment was from Joe Bowling. I think Lego is split on this because there are models that are clearly focused on
Yeah.
each age group, but I say they're focused on 18 plus because Lego is putting adult display model prices on children's toys. $100 for a small astromech droid you can dress up with before throwing in your random brick pile. $180 for a black Millennium Falcon. That's based on an upcoming cartoon. $170 for a black Yavin base. Yeah.
You're not wrong, man.
Open back Yavin base, I think
So
it
that
is.
little set of the astromechs that you
The-
can dress up with the party
Yeah.
glasses and things. That one is.
I would agree with you. I don't think it's a winner, but then again, what do I know?
Who's buying that, man? I mean,
I don't know.
are we seeing that? I want to be at the Lego store and see someone buy that. Like,
When's it come out?
what?
I think
What's
isn't that
appealing
August
to you?
1st?
Is that in August
Oh, that's
1st?
August 1st? Okay, well,
Okay.
look for that to be on discount.
All right.
There you go.
Let's see. Should we do another agree to disagree, or should we do something else?
Well, I guess we should do it. Well, we kind of split it up, didn't we?
We've got some shirts we could do. We've got some.
You guys do shirts?
Yeah.
What do you do with shirts?
You want to explain that, there, Alex? What's with shirts?
For some reason, there's a YouTuber by the name of Brixar that we just seem to enjoy talking about his shirts in a segment that we like to call
Old Guy.
New Shirt.
All right, so.
I have a Tipper Truck Army T-shirt that I should have wore.
Oh, do you?
Oh,
That
man.
will fit perfectly because that's
Oh yeah,
comes up in one of the
Yes.
Might
videos
be
today.
Brooks'
So
wearing it, yeah.
we have 9 shirts today, and I'm excited about this first one because I had this shirt.
Is that Rocky and Bullwinkle?
It's a Bullwinkle shirt. This was a Taco Bell shirt.
Really?
Yeah, and I remember because it was,
You'll
I want to
Taco
say
Bell.
my junior year of high school, it was a promotion. And you had to eat so many tacos or burritos. And like I was late to the game, so it was like that
We
week
probably
I
played
ate like
catch up.
20 burritos and tacos that week. Whatever, I had the punch card, but I got it.
Got the punch card.
Yeah, so anyways. And oh yeah, that one he had a Mercari package, but it came with eBay tape on the box. So
Wow.
next we have a Fabuland
Fabuland,
shirt.
yeah.
Oh, it's Fabuline. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm far away from the screen. My eyes
Is
aren't.
that better?
Yes.
And it's funny because
Thanks.
this person's wearing glasses.
I do wear glasses. I'm nearsighted. So this is like at the very edge of my ability to see.
Okay. Well. And then, you won't believe it, but we have a They Might Be Giants shirt.
I can't believe it. I was talking to Mindy about that because she was singing a song by them. It's like, doesn't Chavo like them? It's like, yes, a little
Oh, does
bit.
he? I wasn't
And
sure.
I said to her, like, he even has a custom song.
Two.
Two
He has
custom
two,
songs.
because he has the
And-
Someone's Calling, and then the
Yeah,
one about
that's
the light
right.
bulb in the field, or whatever.
Mindy was impressed.
Yeah.
More impressed than
Well,
she is with.
I think I figured out how he got the custom song. And you could get one.
Oh, yeah, I just got to pay
You
some
got to
money.
pay for it. And that's
You got
the
to
problem.
pay the piper.
And I've thought about it. I'm like, we should just do that if we had a breaking news song.
Wait, hold on a
with him.
second.
Okay.
His son's with him in this one?
Yeah, so then we have
I
this
haven't
one
seen
is
him in
with
forever.
He's in New
They
York,
Might
right?
Be Bricks.
They might be bricks.
And he's wearing a Tipper Truck Army
Tipper
shirt.
Truck,
It looks weird in the
yes.
black because I have the blue
I
one.
have the blue one as well.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know why it looks weird. It's the same shirt, but I guess I only see it in blue. So, someone has a red one that I know I've seen online, and I can't remember. Is it Java or is it someone else? Anyway. And then he's wearing some train shirt. I can't remember, some European Express train.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're
He
gonna
sure
say.
is.
I think this was an answer thingy. Then there's this one. Look at your new
the-
tour hats. I don't know.
Tour mats.
No, it says hats.
Hats.
Oh, gosh.
They're wearing their instruments on their head.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
struggling here,
And
guys.
I think this one, if I remember correctly,
If you say
this is
so.
how the video starts.
Oh, wow.
Hey, and welcome to. I almost said trains are fun. This has nothing to do with trains. This is. I just hit a train.
That was a good blooper. Whoa.
So, anyways, I thought that was kind of funny how he
Speaking of bloopers,
jumped it over.
I love that you guys have done some bloopers on the chat on members chat.
Oh.
Yes, that is one of the perks you get
Yeah.
on my members only.
And for that alone, it is worth it.
Absolutely.
right?
Alex doesn't know; he hasn't seen them.
I know. I missed
So
it out.
you've seen the things he hasn't seen because
You've seen it. I haven't. You see me
Well,
make a fool of myself.
you
and I
could
can't.
see them
I could see them. Yes,
if
you're
you
right.
know you signed up as a member.
You know what? I'm just doing it just because it creates great content on this channel right now. There you go. Yeah. Well, if I do, I got a lot to catch up on.
Not really. I think we're on like episode 13 or something. But
Oh, okay.
anyway, let's see. Now we have. I don't remember what this was. Some sort of squid thing. Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember.
Okay, we don't know. It's some shirt with.
We'll call it Squiddy.
I don't know. There you go. Can you see it? Is that big enough for you, Alex?
Sure. Thanks.
I mean, there's a good chance it's either They Might Be Giants or Vsauce. So, okay.
Vsauce.
The two. Coming down here. Oh, this is when he got his last of the Ninjago
Oh,
micro
the
ones.
yeah. Which one is that one? Is that
This
Markets?
one is
The one with
the.
the tram that goes across.
Yeah, that's Markets.
Is that the Markets?
Yeah. Wow, they have that one already?
All 4 are available.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow. Super cool.
Next we have.
Oh.
I think this is a Vsauce shirt, and it says, "Or is it?"
Oh, I see it now. I literally had to squint to see that. There it is. Yep.
It's in the rocks.
It's like those pictures that are just a bunch of like weird, odd shapes, and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
like look cross-eyed and,
And all
you
of a
can
sudden the
see
3D
a
image
dinosaur. Wow.
There's the nostalgic noons right there.
There,
There you
is
go.
that? Is it really? Is that old stuff? Oh no.
If you remember when they were a big deal,
It was
I don't
before
think
the
it
turn
was
of
a
the
big
century,
deal.
wasn't it?
That was high school,
Yeah,
so
that was
90s. Yeah.
They still have them, but I don't think it's as big
It's
a
not
deal.
as cool anymore.
MST3K.
Yeah.
I love
Mystery Science Theater
3000.
I wonder if this was from a live show, because I know he's been to a couple.
Okay.
In the not too distant future. I love that theme song's great. Where's Mindy? She knows all the stuff. It's like like when we were dating, we would watch those all the time. That was like our date night, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good times.
All right.
Good times, simpler times before kids.
Yes.
Was that it?
That is all the shirts.
I had something to talk about Jabo while we're on the topic here.
Okay.
So it had to do with the Technic minifigures. And I had mentioned to Jimmy, I was downstairs and I was watching the podcast, the A-Full podcast, and Jimmy comes downstairs and it's usually on Friday, so I'm doing my Friday workout.
Yes.
And he comes down and he sees it. I was like, do you remember Jabo? He's the guy that has all the Technic sets. And he goes, his eyes get wide and he looks at me and he looks at the screen and he looks at me back and he says, how long would it take to get to his house? And I said, well, it would take days, not hours, buddy. And that's assuming he would take visitors. But you should have seen it, Jabo, when I said, like, when I reminded him that because he's fascinated with these Technic figs, and he's really impressed that you have the complete collection. Because I showed him that video again.
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
And this is a question for Dennis.
Oh, okay.
You've watched all of our podcasts, right?
Most of them, yeah.
Didn't he talk about this a couple times ago?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I did.
I did.
But this is a new one.
Yeah.
But this just happened last week, on the most recent episode. As I was watching this.
So he said it again?
Yeah.
Oh,
He came in. I was like, remember him?
Oh, so you're going to give us now weekly updates
Yeah.
when Jimmy sees Jabo. Is that a new thing to come with?
Well, he never
Jabo.
asked me how long it would take to get over there.
Okay. I just
I
thought
was
you were
like-
getting old and telling the same stories again.
How long would it take to get to his house? That's what he asked.
Okay.
So, and that happened just literally last Friday.
Okay.
So, geez, get off my back.
I'm sorry. I thought you were telling the same story. I was
Breaking
like-
news on the road.
Like,
Road
well, this
trip.
is old news, as in old
Anyway,
people
but it
telling
was
the same story.
interesting because in just the last week, I had two things pop up in my family, different family members about Jabo, whether they might be Giants or his Technic collection.
Okay.
Yeah, so now you just got to get Josh to have the whole collection, but I don't know if there's anything going on with him that's going to make him go, yeah, that Jabo dude. All right, I guess I'm done now. And now a word from our sponsors. Jeez.
Oh, is that the end?
That's
We're
it.
done.
I'm done. I'm out of here. Later.
You still got a gift.
Here, I got your mic. Oh, all
All
right. I'll stick around for a little longer.
And we got food.
Yeah, we haven't done food.
Oh, let's just do it.
All right, we're going to do the food.
You,
People
Dennis,
love
did
it.
you,
It's the
did you
most
bring?
polarizing topic in breaking news
Are we going to
history.
talk about that next week?
Next week, we're going to review the poll results. Will it be the end of the food segment? Tune in to find out.
You guys are dragging that. Will be the end.
Will it be the end? Yeah.
A lot of cliffhangers.
A lot of
Well,
questions.
that's kind of
And full disclosure, I have commented multiple times that I think it's time for the food to go away. But I'm contributing.
Oh my gosh. Is that caramel
salty
popcorn?
rooster.
So it's popcorn with chocolate.
This has potato chips
It's got
in it.
potato chips. That's where the salt comes from. The guy explained how they built this, how they make it. And I tasted it, and it's really good.
So I will tell you, I went and visited my sister when she used to live in North Dakota. And she's like, I'll take you to this place because there's not much to see there. So she went to like this candy shop, and they have something called chippers. She was all excited about.
Okay,
I'd never heard of it.
All right.
It is a potato chip covered in chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, they're disgusting. I didn't think it was that bad.
It sounds actually good.
Do you know what else they had there?
Chocolate with the salt?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It would
They
taste
had
good.
dill pickle slices dipped in chocolate.
Now that, not so much.
I tried one of those.
Okay.
It
A
wasn't
dill
bad,
pickle
actually.
in chocolate.
Yes.
I don't know about that. All right, are we ready for this?
I
we
didn't
gonna do?
bring anything else.
I didn't
Okay.
bring any. Let me just grab a few. I have a chip in here.
Oh,
These-
speaking of
these
the
look-
food segment, Alex, when I was at the ULUG meeting the other day, I guess I could have had you just pour it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
So Cody, you know, the co-owner of Brick Slopes,
or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
CM, CFM.
Well, Brick Slopes, right? Everyone knows it's Brick Slopes.
Right.
Anyways, he was there with his partner Brian,
Yeah.
and he told me that, he's like, "Oh, Brian has some news for you." Brian bought a bag of Grippos.
No way.
He bought them.
No way.
Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, they weren't that hot." I was like, "Well, Alex had trouble."
Are those the chips that came in the big bag that are
Yeah,
all
look-
sewn up?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, those were from Joey. The
Oh,
other one.
right, right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We had 2 weeks in a
Earl
row.
sent us a bunch of weird candy.
Yeah, I remember now.
I don't know. You ate some of it. A lot of it.
I
like the
ate
cotton
well,
candy.
It was candy. I mean, come on. Everybody knows I have a sugar tooth.
I'm just realizing there's no gummies.
Well, apparently, I had some rude comments about my gummies. So I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'm not going to bring them.
Well, I was.
Those are good.
I almost bought a bag to bring as
really?
a gift.
You're awesome.
You should.
Well, that's the thought that counts. These are delicious, though. I'll take these.
Yeah, I like these.
Well.
You know, I got to tell you guys this. When Dennis showed up at my door, I was trying to eat dinner. I was like a little late on the schedule. And so for about, 10 minutes, we're at my dinner table, and I'm just eating in front of him. So he has witnessed me eating as I talk to him before this episode.
and I
so
marked that off my fan card as well.
there you go.
Had dinner with Alex.
Dinner with Alex. Yeah. I like these. These are good.
You don't have very high goals in life, Dennis.
Do what makes you happy.
Well, that's the nice thing about getting to our stage of life. You don't really care about
Right.
impressing other people.
Just simple things.
Yeah. So what do you think, Alex? Do you like the popcorn?
I mean, I like caramel popcorn. I like popcorn in general.
Me too.
Yeah. This is good.
You guys remember those? You have to drink. Those they're usually popular around Christmas time, but they have the bins of 3 flavors.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have the butter, cheese, and caramel.
Yeah.
I don't care for the caramel in those.
Oh, really?
No, I don't care for that, but I scarf down the cheese. I love that.
So, are you guys familiar with the term Chicago mix?
Oh yeah. I get
Oh.
that at Costco with the cheddar and the caramel.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
really good.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that
So
though.
sweet
But-
and savory. Yeah.
Okay.
I know you have to shake the bag first, otherwise you end up with all the caramel at the bottom
Right.
and the cheddar on top.
Right.
And then, like, that's what my kids do. They just eat the caramel and then I'm screwed. Got a bag of cheese.
Yeah,
popcorn.
right.
All right.
No, I approve this food segment. Interesting coming from you, who wants to
Yeah.
see it go away. But in this case, I'll indulge. Since I don't have my gummies.
So, you mind if I grab the bags over here real fast?
Oh, sure. We
Yeah,
can do
want to
that.
get these for you?
We have some comments if we want to do some comments.
So, buying a gift of Lego for people who have as much Lego as you guys have
You got it as a gift?
is not
Wow.
an easy thing to do. But I did not want to come empty-handed. In addition to the popcorn, so it's not much, but thanks
we
for having me,
appreciate it.
guys. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. This is
that is very
fantastic.
kind of
Oh,
you.
all right, ready?
Ready?
And go. Oh,
they're different.
right on.
I was thinking they'd be the same.
This
Oh,
is so
nice.
cool. You got a bus? I got a scooter. What is
I
it?
did.
It's called a Vespa. Is it a Vespa?
Yeah, it's
a Vespa.
Yeah. Well, you have cars and supercars and so I thought of you and Alex is traveling and so
Yeah.
Yep.
actually
no.
I have this I bought in London when I was there.
This one or the bigger one? Because I know they had a bigger one.
They, no,
at
no,
London,
they-
yes.
I think so. They have a little minifig that has a Union Jack on it. You can only get at the store in Leicester Square, and so I have a bunch of those.
How do you pronounce it, Alex?
Leicester.
Leicester Square.
It's like Worcester
remember?
sauce.
We got a lot of flack for that.
Sure did.
But and I got that when I was there too, but apparently you can now get this everywhere, or maybe you always could. I just didn't realize it.
This is great.
Well,
Thank
this
you
is
very
cool.
much.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
The best spot.
I didn't realize it had the. Oh, this is for the movie on the cinema.
The brick
The brick
separator. Yeah,
separator.
it is.
That's
yes.
funny. I didn't.
I never made
That's
that
why you
connection.
got it for me. Ah, because of the commercial. No,
Well, I almost bought you guys brick separators.
I would have felt bad if you actually
We're
bought
like,
those.
you didn't pay for these, right?
Oh my god! You could have gone to Bricks and Minifigs and got them for free.
Oh, did you go to a Bricks and Minifigs yet?
So I have been to a couple in my life. I was in Minneapolis for a week a while ago, and we hit a couple when we were there.
Okay.
And you know, as you guys' discussions earlier, right? I mean, or maybe it was on a full podcast, right? You pay for the experience to go in. There's a heavy tax.
I
Yeah,
think we are much more pro Bricks and Minifigs than the A Fool podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
The job was definitely.
And that's
not.
okay.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we've talked about it.
We know.
There's a reason we go in, and there's a reason we don't sell our bricks there.
Right.
I mean, that's just kind of the way it is. So, well, this is very nice of you.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
thank you.
will. I hope you don't mind if I have my wife help me build this.
Right.
I think this is something she'll love to do.
Yeah. Have fun.
So,
Knock yourself out.
It'll go well with her postcard collection.
I love it, though. This is awesome.
Thank you.
I nearly got you guys postcards because
Ah.
I think you've commented or maybe.
My wife has all of the postcards.
So I have all
She
the
loves
postcards
them.
and I put frames around them,
Oh, you did?
and I have them in right before you come into the city.
Oh, okay.
Those are those deep frames, though, right?
And so I put deeper frames around them, and then I have my.
Oh, you had like an actual frame, not like a Lego frame.
No, it's a Lego frame.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is a frame. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a Lego frame that I built, just a black, black bricks with tiles across it,
Gotcha.
and then they're all except for Australia. I have it, but it's in the closet because it's ugly. But then and then I have the one I made, the Columbus one.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to know the part I find very strange about the postcards? So,
part you find
what are the postcards that they have?
Beijing, New York, London, Paris, Japan, and Australia.
Most of them are cities, and then like it used to just be Australia was the only country, and I don't know, is Japan Tokyo or is it Japan?
It's Japan.
Because it's a new one.
Yep.
So I always thought that was weird. Like
Yeah.
they were all cities, and all of a sudden, well, Australia. That's just,
Throw it all together.
yeah.
Do they have both cities kind of, the big ones like Sydney and, what's the other one? Help me out.
That's it.
That's it.
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Thank you.
No, so you know
Gold
the
Coast.
you know the Australia one, right?
Adelaide.
It's sort of an
I
outback.
don't
setting.
think
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's
It's just an outback
Well, it's
setting?
in my house. Tanya has it.
Yeah.
You've probably seen
I've probably
it.
seen it. I just can't remember it. Nah.
Yeah, it's like a kind of like a house out in the outback, and
Really?
I don't know. I think it's okay.
No, okay.
You don't have to like it. It's
Yeah.
okay. I'm
They
not,
didn't go for the
Agreed.
typical opera house or whatever it's called, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Very cliche if they did
Well,
that.
thanks guys for having me.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, absolutely.
Do we want to
Over
read
there?
some comments?
We can read a few comments if you'd like. How many are there?
Well, jeez.
How many are there?
59.
59. Let's do about 10 of them.
All right, I'll see if we can find it.
You
Tony
guys like it?
Montana
Wanna read your
DS.
comments? I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's one of his
Hey.
things. Do you like us reading the
Yeah, do
comments
you-
or do you not?
I do.
Uh-oh.
And
This sounds like a...
but I also
Some.
I like when you
realize
read mine.
not even necessarily mine. I mean, I know what I said. I like,
Yeah.
I like hearing you guys interact with them. But there's some of the comments that
You don't like it when we read first?
or 40 seconds.
Although, did you see the newest episode? That's now a thing, evidently, Alex. We're going to have that problem.
Yeah, if you guys want your comments read, keep it short.
I think a curated addressing in the comments would be better.
Well, see,
yeah.
this is what I would say. I'm busy putting together shirt pictures and editing. If there was only someone that could, I don't know, decide some comments they wanted to talk about.
You
But
guys need to get an intern.
I have one. He doesn't do anything.
That's a talent.
He comes and eats and complains about it.
That is my
He's
contribution.
like having a child.
And you're welcome.
Oh, I hate this dinner, but I'll eat it. That's exactly what it's like. Okay, let's see. Tony Montana DS. Lego Star Wars is not made for me. I don't collect Star Wars and have lost all interest in it since Disney took over. I didn't even finish listening to the last podcast yet, and there's already a new one. Sorry.
Sorry about that. Gosh.
I haven't even finished
this one. There's already a new one. Oh. Well, it is
It
sorry.
sounds like Alex. It's already time to film again. What?
Like what? Again?
Chef Eddie, breaking news brought to you by Gummy Bears. We need more food segment, at least 3 per episode.
Yikes. I don't want to gain that much weight.
Oh, here you go. This is a nostalgic one. Moments of the magic. I love breaking news. And I remember the Pepsi challenge.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. West Valley Brick Builders. Alex, I know the vignette will be ready by the show. We're
Yeah.
getting so close to finish the main attraction.
Those are cool.
Wait.
Can't wait for everyone to see it.
Wait. Oh man. Yeah. It's gonna be amazing. Was it 10 bricks tall?
I think so.
Oh shoot.
Is yours too tall?
Is Eve gonna be? I'm thinking of how tall Eve is, and
She's not more than 10.
You don't think so?
Oh.
I gotta check again. I think she's okay.
I mean, it's like this high.
10 bricks is not this high. What are you talking about? 10 bricks is like two inches. That's like this.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
No, I think Alex is. I think Jason's right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Huh.
I need more people to come and validate me when we debate.
All right.
Okay, Brickzar says, "Stupid city? Why didn't I think of that? It's perfect for my brand." I don't know why he said that, but it
Stupid
made
city?
me laugh. Food segment? What food segment? It's the whole episode. If you take it out, they would not have an episode. Just collect. Excluding UCS and Master Builder sets, I think they make Star Wars buildable for children, but create enough of a connection to draw in adults.
Yeah.
They know they can capture both markets this way. After building a few more kid-level Star Wars sets, I've realized I don't exactly enjoy them, so now focus mostly on the 18 plus.
Yeah.
The next one was funny.
Bricks in Space?
Yeah.
Bricks in Space. The rants were
Hold on. Bricks in space. Okay, go ahead.
The rants were especially salty today. I think Alex
They were?
needs to eat less sugar. I do think there is a lot of wasted opportunity in the modulars. The Daily Bugle, while not a modular but fits in the mold, has so much wasted perimeter space. There is a back alley and a side alley, as well as the front sidewalk. Another great episode, gentlemen. Great sponsor video. Love the tiles.
There was a lot of comments on that.
Yes.
And I think negative space is important in a city. If you're trying to build out a larger city, you need to be able to break it up and have punctuation, if you will, negative space to separate things. And so I strongly disagree with the idea that Lego is wasting space in the modulars. I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
All right. There you have it.
The one that I thought was
I ranted.
interesting.
You ran,
There's another little
Woo! Man, you ranted on breaking news. Fantastic.
The point that was made was because I agree with you. Like, you need sidewalks and stuff. Like, you can't have buildings up on buildings. But some of the modulars, like the donut shop, there's kind of some funky things, like the upstairs apartment. If I remember correctly, isn't the only way to get there the ladder, the fire escape?
I got news for you. Most of my mock modulars, the only way to get up is if you take the minifig here and put them right there.
I know. My tower has no stairs because I made that decision. But I don't know. Would that be better to put in the police station? I don't know. Oh, here we go. In a galaxy far, far away, the customer service lady's name was Debbie Williams. That was the one. Remember, I was like,
Debbie
"There's that name
Williams.
of that lady."
Yes.
That's who it was.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here we go. Judy3973. I'm tending to watch the smaller YouTubers than the bigger ones. I really like your channels.
Am I considered a small one?
I guess we are.
Yes.
I
I'll take it.
I don't know. Let's see. I'm just trying to skim through. I know we're running out of time here. Ty Novell, Alex, if you like those Technic space sets, keep them for a while. You never know if you want them in the future or not. In 5 to 10 years' time, if you lose interest, you can always give it away.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's good advice, and I'm actually following
Oh,
it,
this
so
is a
thank you.
good comment. This is a good comment. Ron Valance says, great episode. I agree with Jason.
Really?
Should I keep reading? Oh, Star Wars is made for adults. Disney ruined Star Wars.
Well, we can all agree on that.
I disagree.
Disney ruined Star Wars?
I mean, it's changed, but I like some of the programs. I like the Acolyte.
Oh my
Really?
gosh.
Wow.
This episode is over. The end. I
gotta
cannot.
go.
Really? I
There
don't
he
wanna
is.
get into
There's someone who likes the Acolyte, you guys.
There's the one who likes the act.
You might be the only one out there.
I don't want to give you a hard time, but
No, it's
Alright.
fine. I'm okay with it.
the things that bother me about it, like if it was its own standalone thing, it's fine. I wouldn't have an issue with it. The problems I have with it is that there are a lot of things that counter stuff that was previously established in Star Wars.
And some of those early criticism that got resolved later in the series, like because I mean, you know, everyone who saw whatever the guy who used to play on who played the Sith,
Smilo Ren? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you
yeah.
talking about
Darth
Darth
Teeth.
Plagueis?
Darth Teeth.
Oh,
the guy
The
who
teeth guy.
Smilo Ren.
Yeah.
I actually
The
haven't seen any of
Stranger,
it,
I think
so
is
I
what
don't
they
know.
call
the
him.
Stranger, right? You know, so everyone who saw him died, and so you know, there was it's tenuous, and you're right. The one who was in the prequels, he probably shouldn't have been around still, but
The forehead guy.
Well,
Forehead guy.
yeah, and there's that, but there's also I don't know.
one
Okay, make your last point.
I'm sick and tired. I love the Skywalker saga, but I love what Disney's trying to do now is to expand this universe, which is so big, and not everything in Star Wars. I mean, they did it great with Andor, right? I mean, they're telling stories.
Andor was great.
telling stories that are outside of.
You don't need Jedi, and you can still have a great story.
Yeah.
I would agree with you. I don't know. There's just things like you're telling me Yoda can't pick up that all these Jedi died, or that
Right.
sense that Venestra is lying. I don't know. There's just things that bother me.
So
that's
the
okay.
Acolyte, have you seen it? Let us know in the
Please
comment
do.
section below. Did you like it? Do you agree with Dennis or Jason? All right, go ahead.
Anyway. Let's see. I'm trying to see if we get a couple more. This is Karsten Temple.
Hey, Karsten.
Or user RB2TL80G.
We know. Move along.
Hello from the UK. Maltesers are favorites here. Try
like
the
those.
floating ball on the lips thing. It's fun.
Floating ball? Is that when you like put it on your lips and you blow it up and you try to keep it in the air?
Maybe. I guess. I don't know.
Maltesers.
Maltesers.
Maltzers.
Were they essentially Whoppers?
Yes.
They tasted different to me.
They were
I thought they were
different.
less
They were-
malty.
Okay.
Yeah, they were
don't know.
less malty. I liked them.
I love Whoppers.
No, I think they're good. Mardi Gras Man says, Fort Legorito? Alex thinking about some Doritos for the next food segment. I actually had the same thought when it came out of your mouth. I'm like, Legorito?
Legorito.
Is that like the Inchorito?
The Cool
that they
Ranch.
used to have at Taco Bell?
Legorito.
AFAL Champ, I do think there are a few Star Wars sets made for kids, but I think the vast majority are for adults. Otherwise, I don't think they would have released the City Sub Space theme, which is clearly made for kids, to compete with it. Jimbo Bricks, the cars are amazing. I don't think I ever buy them, but they are perfect for collectors.
Are we talking about the supercars?
I think that's the supercar,
okay.
yeah,
That's good, yeah.
in that one. He also says, remind Alex he's fantasy adjacent.
Yes.
I believe it's pan adjacent.
Pan adjacent.
we're pan and land
And
adjacent.
land
of each
adjacent.
other.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I told you this. I bought the Sherlock Holmes.
Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah.
did.
What do you think about the fantasy sets? Honestly, I
And
mean,
so I bought it specifically because of your review.
okay.
And the quality of the bricks. If you blindfold me and put the two bricks in my hands, I wouldn't know the difference.
The biggest way I can tell is the top is
Right,
smooth.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no Lego on the stud.
Yeah.
But the design's great. The minifigs, the Fantasy minifigs are kind of interesting because you can move them in different ways.
They have different
Yes.
mobility.
Yeah.
The one thing is that I noticed, and I had broken my thumb in a mountain bike accident, so I didn't have the dexterity I always
Dexterity,
have.
Mhm.
My hands hurt more after assembling that by pushing things together
Oh, really?
than Lego, and I do think
Huh.
it took a little bit more force.
More force,
So
yeah.
there's a little bit more clutch, I guess.
Did it feel like it has more clutch, or the same clutch is harder to get them together?
Maybe that,
Yeah.
but I'm not. But it could be more clutch. I don't know.
Okay.
But I think they make a fantastic product, and I've not done Fun Hole yet, but I plan on it.
I've heard good things about Fun Hole. I haven't. bought
Does
them
all
or
of Fun Hole
done
come with light kits?
I
Is that the
think
light
so.
kit
I think
company?
so.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the hole, right? I mean, the hole.
Fun
That's the whole. I don't know.
Hole.
And then
Yeah.
the third one that I have bought several of is Kobe.
Okay.
I love the Kobe aircraft.
Kobe aircraft. Okay, yeah.
So
I like Kobe beef.
K versus C.
Let's see. We'll have a last comment. Guglieri.
Oh, yeah.
I do want the Jaws set, but not sure if I feel it's worth the money. Guess
That's a lot
I
of money.
will wait a while before I buy it.
How much is it?
150.
Was it 150?
Yeah.
That boat though looks great.
It's a good looking boat.
I think the whole thing is good. It's I think Alex's point about you have the shark, you can put them all together, or you can take them apart. Then what do you do with the tail?
Right.
There's no way to have it all
Yeah.
together in a great display way, you know?
Yeah.
Because your shark, yeah.
But I don't know.
That's just an Alex thing.
Yeah. Well-
yeah.
If you take the tail off, is it now an open back shark? I know open back bothers you, so anyway. Okay.
That was awesome. Thanks for the comments, you guys. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
We like them. Well,
All right.
that was fun.
Did we get everything in? We got shirts. We
Yeah,
got.
I think we got a lot of great. That was a fun episode.
Do you have a micro build or anything? I don't think we have any of those today. You got a Vespa.
This is pretty cool, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I'll take it.
We don't have. It's okay. Next week we'll have something. We'll show something.
I got a little gun. Here we go.
Is
There
that a
you go.
stud shoot? Oh
Yeah.
wow,
Some guy gave it to
Is that a
me.
3D
3D printed,
Yeah,
yeah.
at the
That's
show last
Brick
year.
slopes.
Nice.
Yeah. I can reload it.
And fire again. Fire phases. Wow. Watch out.
All right. Hey, you know, I didn't do many impressions today. What's up with that?
Would you like to do some?
No.
Impress us.
I'm good. I'm good. Watch next week where Alex just kind of gets all of that off his chest. So,
All right.
yeah, we're good.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
You are welcome, man.
Yeah.
It was great having you here. It was kind of good to have a representation of of our audience here. So hopefully that was good. We definitely enjoyed you having you here. Hopefully the microphone picked you up. It's always kind of hard to have 3 people with 2 mics. So
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
try to do my best.
yeah, make sure you edit it really well, Jason. All right. We're all
You'll get it just as good as always.
I just want to say
I
good luck.
think you're the
We're all
second
counting on you.
official guest.
I think so.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh well.
On-site guest, we'll say.
Hey, we're gonna have
Other than
another
the
guest
wives.
pretty soon, right?
So yeah, we're probably gonna have some more episodes with guests
Wow.
around Brick Slopes. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
We got some
Yeah,
things in the works.
Brick Slopes is
We
always
don't
an
want
opportunity
to
to
give too much away.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta next week. We have to tell them what our plan is to tell them where we'll be. Remember that we talked about that. So
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
talk
talk
about
about that.
tune in next week if
Sure.
you're coming to Brick Slopes and find out.
Yeah.
What
Where the
deal
heck
is.
we're gonna be?
Like we know.
Like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Nobody in the show knows we're gonna be. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Irregardless. Fantastic stuff. Oh, who's taking us out?
We do need to
Oh.
to say one thing.
Oh,
Last
one thing.
week's sponsor video, we had
Oh,
a great
man,
submission
it
for a
was.
sponsor video.
It was
so I want to
so
send
great.
a shout out to
Yes.
Joe Bowling and his girls.
Man, they did awesome.
They did another great one.
Yes. And they even did the
clearly-
dubbing.
They clearly,
The
they-
voices. That was great.
I don't know, stealing people's audio
That's
and misusing
terrible.
it. That is
No,
just
what is this?
that
What
is
we're coming
hack.
to?
That is hack content if I ever heard it. They clearly need an Alex Sigfig. I'm just gonna say. Did you see you got that weird like Kirk? I don't know. I don't know what it wasn't a Lego. It was I don't know what it was.
I didn't. Was that supposed to be me?
Well, it was when you said space.
Space. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
all
guess
right.
we need. I need to do like a mass kind of order like you did
Yeah.
with your sig figs, apparently. So I'll get on that, I guess. Truth.
Okay.
But anyway, that
Anyways,
was an
there you
awesome. That was an awesome commercial,
So I
and
would-
it bailed me out again. So
go. Yes,
But-
that came in after, and he was fortunate that he didn't make it.
Yes.
So I want to make sure we recognize
yes,
him. So
that, it was
anyways,
well done. Well done. And then there's not even a competition going on. So that
That's
we
right.
appreciate that.
So
That was
you're
great.
still anyone is welcome to send in videos.
Yes.
Alex would love it.
I would love it.
Whether it's a
Absolutely love
community commentary or sponsors, that's what we
Matter
really
what.
like.
it. We really like it. Yes. Thanks, guys.
But yeah, so we want to thank Joe, and we want to thank you for for sticking around and watching today. I want
Yeah.
to thank Dennis for sticking around and dealing with us, and for the popcorn and the Lego sets.
Yummy.
Oh, mine's over here.
There you go.
So
Very cool.
super cool. Glad to have you. And
This is going in the city.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find make a billboard.
Did you see what Joe did with it?
Um,
On the outside of the aquarium, it
Did
looked
I
like the back
see-
of a bus bench.
Oh,
Like the
that's a nice
bus
idea.
bench.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a thought for
Nice.
you.
Yeah,
There
so
you go.
Let me steal
Anyways.
that.
So there you go. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'd also like to thank
Today's sponsor. This episode of Breaking News is brought to you by Mindy Fig Mayhem. Join over 100 others from around the globe who have sent in their signature minifigure, or Sig Fig, to the city of Minneapolis to become permanent residents. You can email Alex and Mindy at xandernunes78@gmail.com for instructions on where to send your amazing Sig Fig. Be sure to let us know where you want it placed in the city, and we'll feature it in an upcoming episode of Mindy Fig Mayhem. Don't have a Sig Fig? No worries. You're welcome to join in the fun anytime by watching a fun episode of Mindy Fig Mayhem and watching us make fools of ourselves. As always, thanks for watching these amazing podcasts. We here at Mindy Fig Mayhem sure love watching Jason and Alex make fools of themselves as well. We'll see you in the next episode.